Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Lazenfeld. I figured I'd give you a little video this week so that we can go over the lessons and the things that you need to do. Just want to give you a thumbs up. You guys did a great job last week going through the steps, asking me questions, even calling me. And I clarified certain things that you did not understand. And I give you that applause because you didn't just sit there and say, I'm not going to do this. Few of you did, and we're going to work on that for this upcoming week. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you step by step of what you have to do in order to be successful for virtual learning. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure you get onto your focus. You're going to make sure that you get onto your sites that you need to do for the week. And let me show you. You're going to go into your Launchpad. You're going to click your Launchpad, and when it pulls up, you're going to have to sign up and say, yes, I'm here. So you've got to do attendance every single day. You're also going to go on to my web page, which is on your Focus Launchpad. So I need to show you what that looks like. This is my web page. On the web page, there'll be updates. So this hasn't been updated yet, but it will be. On the top here is the resources. You're going to click the resources, and on the resource page, I have loaded things that are so important to virtual learning. I have put the City of Ember book and audio. I'm going to add another book on here because some people are finished. I put how to upload a document, but we're not doing that yet. Just leave it there. How to do the weekly directions for lessons for iReady. That's the teacher lessons. And your reading logs. You need to click your reading log. This is part of your assignment. Week 1, we're done. So week 1 had your reading log on. Week 2, you're starting next week. You are going to click week 2, and what comes up on week 2 will be your reading log. It comes up and shows the date, and you have to scroll and find your name. Type right directly on this, the name of the book, and every single day, you must put in the number of pages you read or the chapters that you read. Boys and girls, I need you to do that because that is part of your participation. And it's actually an easy grade. Parents, hint, hint, easy grade, 5 points each day. Your child needs to do this. The next thing is that you're going to be doing social studies every single week, like we do in class. Your social studies is on your Launchpad. This is your social studies on your Launchpad. When you come to that, we know that we click it, and what happens is it opens up, and you will have another screen that you pull down, and you look for the 5th grade newspaper. When you find the 5th grade newspaper, scroll, find it, click it, and basically what pulls up is your weeks. Your weeks that we're doing for this upcoming week is week 24. So I'm going to click that, and it says plans for a new government. The articles will pop up on the left-hand side. You will do like you did for this past week. Read all the articles, or you can listen to them like you might have done last week. Look at all the videos. Look at all the bonus sources. There's some think and review questions at the very, very end that if you know those, you will do great on the test. On this left-hand side, you will also see that it says test not available. The test right now will not open until Thursday because I had too many people reading this all in one day, taking the test, and they didn't do well, and I had to reset it. This is to let you know, boys and girls, this test for this upcoming week will not be reset. It will not. You have one chance to do well. Read carefully. I have faith in you. You all can do that. If you scroll down too, you're going to see some other questions that you can answer, and you can get points, coins. Those coins will help you be able to play this game with this our little rat. You guys can do a good job on this if you slow down, take your time, and manage your time. Now, the only thing I've had questions about is iReady. iReady is set by the county for us this time. All 5th grade teachers are doing iReady at the same time. We are not assigning other extra lessons. You will be doing 45 minutes of your path every week, just like we do in class. From your path, you will also be doing what's called teacher assigned lessons. The teacher assigned lesson for this upcoming week has to do with trains and magnets. So it's a science article. And some of you might like this better than the one we did last week. Some of you did well on last week's while others did not. And that had to do with how much time you spent on the lesson. Many of you went too fast, didn't take your time. This lesson should be done over 3 to 4 days. Do not do that this upcoming lesson. It's 78 minutes. It needs to be chunked apart, broken apart, so that you do a very, very good job, boys and girls. You can do this. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what it looks like. I don't have the whole lesson. I just have little snippets that they gave us to review. So let me show you on my screen what it would look like. Okay, the lesson is called Magnificent Maglive. You will see that there are read to understand, vocabulary, read to analyze, and read to write. So they're already broken into 3 sections. Each section has this reading that goes with it. So what you will do is you'll see that and you'll click the arrow, and what will come up is this next screen. The next screen shows the story, shows ways that you could either read it or you can listen to it. There's some audio. Bottom is a taskbar. The taskbar shows how much you've worked for that period of time. We start out right here and it's highlighted. So this is where we are right now. You have a little person in the corner with an exclamation point. You must do each of those activities. That's where your grade's coming from, by answering those activities and answering them correctly. Once that disappears, you can click the arrow that will be right down here and you'll get to move ahead to the next screen. And when the next screen pops up, more story comes up, and then they talk about the text. The text itself has multiple choice, and you'll be answering those questions too. And you'll have another screen, more about the magnets. There's a guy with his exclamation point. Notice the taskbar has moved a little bit farther. Answer, you'll click him, more questions will pop up, and you'll answer those questions as well. Again, this is all the closed reading story. This would be considered as your first read. You would read this more than once in order to do well on this assignment. Again, the taskbar has moved. Notice it hasn't gone into the middle sections because you don't even want to be there yet. If your child is sitting there doing these on the first day, they have worked way too fast. A little bit more, and now the taskbar is even farther. You got another girl here with an exclamation point answering those questions. If you want to even break up this section over 2 days, you can do that first section in 2 days. You do not have to do it in 1 day. What happens is when you're done with that first section, something like this will come up and it will say keep going or go home. You're going to go home. You're not going to keep going, and you're done for the day. Do not have your child continue to work any longer. We have still this section and this section to do. And remember, you should be breaking this up between 4, 5, and even 6 days. This lesson is not going to be due until April 15th. You will have April 6th all the way until April 15th for your child to complete. I just want to say that all of you can do such a good job if you slow down, take your time, don't rush through your assignments, ask questions, email me, text me on my Remind app. I have had students that have already done that, and this week they've done very well on their grades. Everyone can do that. Remember, make a plan at home. Find a quiet place to study. Do your best job. You are still in school. Remember that. It's not a time where you can think, oh, well, I don't have to do this. Every one of you needs to do this and do it well. Lastly, we have those 4 things that you're responsible for the week. Miss Shaftsma has her own plan. She has lessons on iReady for Math. She also has things on STEM Scopes. If you get stuck and you need help with that, you're going to need to email Mrs. Shaftsma, and she'll get back to you as soon as she can to clarify anything that needs to be done. You also need to know that if you're not doing your assignments keep loading every week. Please do not fall into the bad habit of not doing it. You're going to fall behind and not get your things done. I know that each and every single one of you are fully capable of doing a good job. I really miss you. I miss our time together. I miss being in class, reading to you, hearing your stories, laughing and sharing, taking you to places, getting our rewards done. But that right now can't happen. And we're doing our best job. And I know you're doing your best job, and so are your parents. And you need to thank your parents for helping you, because I know it's very hard for them. Remember, guys, I really love you. I know that you have all the stuff on your plate, but I know that each of you can do a good job. Until next time, I will try to send out another video to you all. If you want to send videos to me, I have kids that are attaching videos to emails, saying hi and giving me a shout out. You can do that as well. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a very happy Easter too. Bye.